we're back at it again. I've sanded this and gave it another coat. I'm going to sand it one more time, and then we're going to shoot blue on it and see what it looks like. And if it don't look good, I'll sand it again and paint it again. Keep painting until we got it. But I'm going to show you how this will disappear. That's all sanded out. And let me get that open. Okay. This is the 320 or the 400? 320. And we're just going to sand down the 400 on these wheel pants. Boy, that heater is hot. I'm going to have to turn it off. Of course, it's white noise in the background. But it'll be shut off here in a second. I got it up to 85, and it's probably 90 in there. Yep, that feels like plastic. My one-day wheel skirts. So I'll probably do 3 coats on here. Hey, Marcel. Hope you guys like the sparkles I put on the lettering. I need to decide after I get this fixed tonight. I think I'm just going to paint simply blues across the bottom. Or maybe nothing. I don't know. It's up to you guys. What do you think? Nothing or simply blues? But it does get a magenta pinstripe here. I need to make the top match the bottom. So we got another day or so of painting. Okay, let's see how this turned out. I'm going to try out my new bottles. These are the new bottles here. They sure fit better. Make sure that if you haven't got your 24 badge on Stunhanger, please do so. I got to raise a lot of money to help pay for this server. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Gonna need another sanding job. I missed a spot there. I'll show you. I'll just do some light coats. It won't be bad though. Looks pretty good. The spot in the covering or a drop or something on there. So I'll let this dry and I'll sand it and hit it again with blue because it's not perfect. One thing we do need to do is get some paint on this right here. So the easiest way to do this is going to be take the flap off so I don't get any blue on the Stunhanger and blow it this way. Well, Marcel, have you donated to Stun Hanger since I put up the 24 badge on the website, not here. YouTube and Stun Hanger Forum are two different entities. Yes, disappeared. You can't even see the patch. We'll get 3 coats on there. Man, I can't even see it up close. Shit. That was a good repair. Well, there it is. Yeah. Catch it in the right light. And then when I clear it, it'll all disappear. Yeah, people get confused. Stun Hanger YouTube is entirely different than Stun Hanger Forum. They're not connected at all. Stun Hanger YouTube is owned by Google. Stun Hanger Forum is owned by me. Or it's actually owned by everybody, but I run it. And I'll tell you what, when it goes down, oh, the pissing and moaning and whining. So if you guys want to keep it open, you better help me with it. You know, I realize Facebook is a wonderful thing. It's free, but they're selling your information. You are the product. With Stun Hanger, I sell nothing. Okay, let's get some blue on this and see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna have some aqua green on this one. This is the one that I cut open and redid. You can see the seams. Can't have that. It's good enough for plastic, but my intent for next year is I'm going to put together a Brian Gardner Super Tiger 46. I'm going to put it in my Continental, clean the tank, because the tank has got to be rotten or something in it. I'll put a new tank in it, because I had tank problems for Classic. Out of one Classic, I know damn well that I can beat John Simpson, because I've done it before. And so I'm going to take 2 airplanes. I'm going to take my Continental and one of the 2 Vipers to the Nats. So The Continental is classic legal, and the Viper is N30 legal, plus I'll enter it in the Nats. So I got a triple header with 2 airplanes. That's great. That's great. Because trust me, this airplane flies every bit as good as a late model Pampa airplane. This turned out real nice. I have to let it dry a minute or 2 longer before I can sand it, but there's a spot. Looks like I just got, when I was brushing it, that I dripped some dope on it. There's a spot right there I need to get out. But and it's got some pock marks in it. We'll sand it again and get all them pock marks out. Just, some light coats on it. And for those that are new to this channel or whatever, if there's anybody, I've got 54 new members in the last 28 days, which is absolutely fantastic. I'll show you the top of this airplane. Last night I did the highlights. I don't know if you can see them or not. And once they're under clear, they'll really look good, really sharp. Right here, right there, right there, right there, right there. That's a an exercise in less is more. Yep, I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, it's just been a pain in the ass trying to get everything perfect. Where the other one, shit, I didn't care. I just wanted to get one done to fly it or see if they flew as good as I remembered, and they do. So we got to cut this spinner so I can get a propeller on it. Let me see if I can find my pattern. I got a pattern here. This is a 3-blade pattern. I had a 2-blade. It's probably in my spinner. I mean, this would probably work. So we need to show you what I'm going to do here. And we need to zoom in. You have to move the camera. This one's for a 3-blade, but I can do it with this. It's a plastic. When we were molding canopies, we molded spinners so you don't ruin the spinner while cutting it out. So we got a prop cut out here. So you just put it on like so, and you trace around that thing there, and then turn it 180, and trace around, and that should do it. Where's the propeller? There's the propeller. I want to make sure this will fit a rev up. I think it will. I might have a 2-blade one. No, this will fit. Okay. So you wonder, how are you going to get it perfect? Well, pretty simple. This is where all the piddly stuff comes in. I mean, a lot of piddly. Lots of piddly shit. So we'll get that. I need a piece of paper. Now pay attention. This is how you do this. This is how you get it perfect. Let's get this. Thank you, Gary. All right, so you take your back plate. You draw around it. Draw the center hole. Then we're going to set the prop on it. And on the leading edge, we're going to go right there and right there. So now I get a ruler here. That's how you do it right there. So now we got a line. Oh, shoot. Off a little bit. I'd like to have it perfect. It's off the width of the pen. And set the spinner on there. We get a Sharpie. We got a Sharpie that's actually sharp. What do you know? Then we come over here and make a mark. Keeping that on there. We come over here and make a mark. What happened to my template? It's clear, so it disappeared. Shit. Did it fall down? Oh, it's right here. Okay. You take this template here and you set it right on the mark. The leading edge on the mark. And you draw around it. Then let's use the same one. Then you put the leading edge right on the mark. And you draw around. So now we'll check that. It's the only one I got, so I can't screw up. There. And there. That looks good. That's it. Okay, so now you get any tool that you can get to cut that. So we're going to use the cutoff wheel to start with, and then I'll use the not a stone, but a deburring tool. Well, if it ain't right, we're screwed. Okay, now deburring tool. So which one do I want to use? This one looks like it's burnt. I'll use it. Yo! Well, hopefully it'll fit. Look at that. Look at that. Could use a little more on this edge right here. So let's try to put it together, see what it looks like. We'll test her out. Now, this is not the motor I'm going to run in this. This is a ringed engine. I got a Brian Gardner to go in it. But this is a good motor here. Good engine. Good compression. Maybe we got a bottomed out nut here. Feels like it's tight. Well, we'll see what happens here. Okay. Yeah, she gummy. Been sitting around a while. Yeah, that'll fit a Bolly. Anyway. I'll have to sand this a little bit and shoot some more paint on it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, we got that done. I still need to bore a hole for a needle valve. I still need to make a fuel inlet. We're going to get all this done before I clear this thing. As long as we got the blue out, I got a spot here that needs paint. So we'll take this off. Get some paint right there. Let's sand it first. Make it look real nice. That's 400. Sand her up. Slather the dope on it. You look here, I got some light, it's a light edge right there. Well, that'll go away when I hairbrush it. That second coat looked beautiful. Beautiful. Just tinkering away on the old Simply Blues. So that turned out nice. If you can sand your airplane and give it a second coat, it looks a lot better, but it's heavy. I mean, how much weight do you want on it? Okay, because like this gear door right here, we're going to sand it and I'm going to hit it again and it'll be beautiful. So it's got 6 coats of clear on it. 3 on that, 3 before the silk span, 3 after. Got a coat of blue, and we've done this all in one day, so it might shrink up some. You'll have 2 coats of blue on it. And then 3 coats of clear. These are only the wheel doors. And adding the dope probably adds I don't know, 5 grams. We'll see. It was at 1.2 before I put this stuff on it. 1.2 ounces a piece. I'll put this on there, and before we end this stream, I'll weigh this up, and we'll see just exactly how much the colored dope weighed. So I had a spot here, needed to get off right there. That looks like it was CA. And we're going to do on the doors here the same pattern as the wing. I wish you guys were around in my day when Warden brought out his Continental and his Monado. They were absolutely beautiful. And some of you guys may have seen them at VSC, but they looked so much better in the 60s. They were, oh man. They were to die for, those airplanes. The model is 5 stars, huh? Well, you got to see it up in person before you say anything, because the camera sometimes don't do it justice. Other times it hides stuff. So I try to show you all the screw ups so that when you see it, you can go, hey, I remember that. Nope, I can't find it. Yeah. Okay, we got that. Let's give it another coat and see what it looks like. Might take 3 coats on this. Might take 3. We don't care. Whatever it takes is what it takes. We need the 400 again. There. Hit it again. I'm going to keep doing this. Change views. We're not on that spinner cutting shit no more. So if I back this up, turn this a little bit, raise it up. Point it down. There we go. Now you can do a similar layout in this in any of your favorite colors. Now my Monado that I flew and won the concourse with was monochromatic red. It was shades of red. So any color you want to use, purple, yellows, oranges, whatever color you want to do, you can do it in a monochromatic and it will be very pleasing to the eye. Just use the lighter shade as the base and start doing the highlights and trim in other colors. I was going to do more shades of blue than this, but you know, I got magenta on it, and that's a contrasting color. And I just have magenta pinstripes and magenta outlines in the letters. And I think the pinstripes are pretty classy. Hard to do, but classy. So Chris is at the city council meeting right now. We're voicing our concerns about the flop house and the Mexicans moving in. At least we run the crackheads off, the squatters. What I need to do is run for city councilor, alderman or something, because we got some real bozos. Don't do no good to complain about it. Show them my management skills. All right, so we got this ready to go. Coat number 2 coming up. Let's see what it looks like. All right, much better. It's gonna take 3 coats. 3 stand-ups. Oh, put too much on there. Gotta get a run. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, looks good. Need to get some acrylic up on top there to hide them little dimples. Except nobody's gonna look that close at these, but I know they're there. We're going to give it a 3rd coat, but here's what 2 coats get you. It's got it behind the wheel here. It needs some attention behind the wheel. Oh, just put my fingerprint in it. In here, right in here is kind of rough, so I'll sand it one more time, but it's hidden by the wheel. This one is this side. 41 minutes in. So we need to hit that. I want to hit that with 400 and get another coat on that. This was the hole that I put in it. Got a bunch of them in this stupid thing. Bunch of repairs. Hopefully, once I get the clear on it, it'll toughen up some. It's pretty punctured. It's gone now. And like I say, it's a good damn. Of course, I do have the mixture, the formula, how to make it. How to make this powder blue. Yeah, I better be safe. I want to sell some. Gotta sell some. This is gonna take 3 coats too, but this looks pretty good. I mean, we're gonna get a weight on these before. We only got 12 minutes, so that one should be dry enough to weigh before the end of the stream. I try to keep them to an hour to keep you guys entertained for an hour. You know, any longer than that, it's if I was gluing something together and we were sanding something or whatever, I could go longer, but just this finish painting and all that, I don't know, it's just not worth it. Same shit, different day. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to take the shoestring up to Schaefer's Hobby and have them hang it on the wall instead of donating it to Brodak. I'll put it in Schaefer's Hobby with a stipulation that they can't sell it. But who's going to want to buy a scale? I mean, it's huge. That might scale shoestring. Then I can hang this one where that's hanging. Of course, you got to be careful doing that too. What happens if he dies or? Well, we don't know nothing about that, and they keep it. Yes, I am. There'll be darker blue scallops on there. And probably a graphic of some type too. You know, I just get them in light blue for today and let them dry for a couple of days and then put the trim on them. I mean, these were built pretty fast, built and finished in one day. I started at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, we're going to see what the paint weighs. Let's see, we're at 46. We got 14 minutes to go. I'm going to get another coat of paint on this. And then that one should be dry. I can take it off and weigh it up with the wheel. It was at 1.2 before paint. So I think it's going to weigh 1.5 ounces. And that's, I don't like it, but that's what you're going to do. Pretty normal. Put it in them wheel pants, they'd have been 5 ounces together. I mean, it would have looked cool, but I just could not bring myself to do it. Okay. Yeah, these bottles are nice. We've used half a bottle of paint on it already. Fox 35, yeah. A lot of guys like them Fox. Pretty good in nostalgia airplane. I wonder how Bob Gieske in his prime would fare against the open winner, or the open guy. Fox 35 against the modern stunt plane. I personally like the looks of the smaller planes flying myself, but nobody listens to me. Dry enough to weigh anyway. Yep. Lost it. We'll just put it on the scale with the parts. So we got that done. Get the scale. 1.2. That's what it started. I should have weighed it in grams, so I could have told. Well, we can figure it out. So how many grams it gained? Because 3/10. It's 3 times 2.8. 6. That's 6 grams. If it comes up to half ounce, please don't be over 1.5. 4. Oh, good. It's 1.3. So it only gained 1/10. So it gained, what is it? 2.8 grams, 3 grams. That still says 1.2. It's moving back and forth. Well, it's 3 grams in paint. That ain't bad. Not too bad. But I think that's going to be the end of the paint on this one for tonight. I'll let it dry and aqua green that other one, sand it, and I'll give another coat to both of them. And then we can put the trim on them. Just wait till you guys see my next concoction I got in my head to do. I got a good piece of 1/2 inch 4x48 1/2 inch. I'm going to build a beam wing profile. I don't believe I ever seen one. I'm sure they're out there, but I've never seen one. So we need this piece on here like so. I'm going to get a weight on this whole thing too. Nope. Shit, I barely have to change the needle valve. Nope, don't have to do nothing. Man, there's shit on this axle. I gotta get it off the axle. Barely have to change the needle setting. Like from here to Brodak, nope, don't even have to change the needle setting. I don't know what the altitude there is. I did have to change the needle setting from here to Tulsa a little bit. I had to go in leaner just a little bit. I don't know what the altitude is there, but it was running. Ah! That's my tech. Ah! Okay. I hope this looks good. Got to get some tack rags, man. The dust is just collecting on this thing. Something fierce. But I don't have any ink on it, so I can use the ATX on it. So that's a good thing. Then tack rag it, get some clear on it. I think Steve's coming over tomorrow. And after he leaves, I'll go to the body shop and get some tack rags. Let's get a weight on this bad boy. I bet we're pushing 50 ounces now. Which is a bummer. This is where I wanted to end up. I mean, if I just flew it as is, it'd be 50 ounces, but that ain't no good. We got to have clear. You got to watch these. These are a prime object for poking a hole in your wing. Oh, it does look good, though. They do look good. There's a few little details I need to do. I need to go in and sand this radius here a little bit, and probably put on some paint. I don't know what I'm going to do there, and I don't know what we're going to do for lettering. Okay, let's see what it weighs. Pretty damn light, but not light enough. But not light enough. Come on, be 48. That would be great. Doubt it. $49.1. That's leaning too. $49.1. So 2 ounces of clear. It'll be 52. It'll be 52 because I got a ½ ounce of tip weight to go in it yet to start with. A little brass thing up here on the nose for the pressure set. I got to solder the tail wheel on. So all these little tiny things that need to be done, they add up, you know. It's going to be 52. It's going to be the same weight as the other one. Just the way it worked out. Okay, what do the wheel skirts look like? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think of those? And we'll get a dark blue scallop and a navy blue scallop behind it, and then maybe a maroon line on the leading edge. I need some more pop to it though somehow. I gotta make it pop a little more. Some yellow, some orange. What do you think? Or just leave it blue? What do you think of my Super Tiger decal, which is painted on, not a decal. It's paint. We got to have some pop. I just don't know what to do. White, orange. I'll tell you, that orange when I painted it on there really made it pop, but it wasn't quite the look I was going for. I guess the black ink lines will help. Add some pop to it. I don't know, but that's our hour. We got quite a bit. I got quite a bit done in an hour. Spinner. I wish I'd have cut it a little closer, but the way it goes, it's what I had on the pattern. It's a little too deep. 1/8 of an inch too deep. Whatever. We use different props on it, just in case. I got a file. I can file that shit off of there. That's good. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Get your 24 support badge on Stunhanger. Go to the first post, hit the icon, and donate to help keep Stunhanger going. Way behind this year with all the good economy we've had. So I don't have any money myself because I'm not working. I'm going to have to go to work just to support Stunhanger. Help me out. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight. I might come back on in the middle of the night. You never know. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Come on. There we are.